Today's reading actually quite depressing. But you all seem very happy. This means either you all understand today's reading or you all never pay attention to the readings. Means you all never pay attention. Or just flash on the screen and you forget. Why I say depressing? You look at today's first reading. It says only 144,000 were sealed and saved from the people of the earth. 144,000. Let's say if we count from the time of Jesus until now, I'm sure that quota already reached. I'm sure the COE of heaven will be very high. Maybe even we cannot afford that, definitely. I don't even want to think of the figure. I think we got no chance, true. No response, But if we read on the first reading, John saw a multitude in heaven impossible to count before the throne of God. A multitude impossible to count. Are we aware what this means for us? Are we aware, brothers and sisters? Yes or no? No, if we are aware, then I want to extend this greeting to you. Happy Feast Day. You look very confused. Is it because coming to dinner time, the bread not enough to circulate? Why do I say Happy Feast Day? Today we celebrate the Solemnity of all saints. And we are all saints, right? Only a few there to not yet. That means only those who not yet will go to heaven. The rest, I don't know where you all go, no? I know where you all will go, purgatory. But after purgatory, brothers and sisters, are we going to remain in purgatory forever? I hope not. Maybe 235 million thousand years there, but after that, definitely the next progression, the next place that we will go to, after our purification is over in purgatory, it will be heaven. So we are saints in the making, even if we dare not count on our heavenly inheritance. Maybe we dare not think that we will go to heaven. Maybe we think that we only fit to go to purgatory. But like I said, what awaits us after purgatory? Heaven. Are we aware? The church has canonized many saints. Now I don't know the number. After Pope John Paul, after Pope Francis, they'll be canonizing. Pope John Paul is the one that canonized the most saints. Now it's a number impossible to count even for our canonized saints. Much more so for those who are not canonized and yet are already in heaven. We are all saints. But there's one problem. You know what's the problem? Not that we need to go through purgatory. The problem is we need to die first. True or not? To be qualified to be saints, to go to heaven, you must die, ma. Don't die how to go. Not many of us can be like Mother Mary and also go up, no? We need to die. We are all saints in the making, but sometimes we forget this. And sometimes you may be wondering, some of you may be wondering as I walk down the aisles towards the altar, you're wondering, hey, Father, celebrating Children's Mass today. This is a vestment that I use specially for Children's Mass when I go to the schools. But this is also a reminder for you and for me that we are also children of God. And if we are children of God, the church is very clear in its words that they use. It doesn't call us children of God. I don't know whether you've heard of this old hymn, Sons of God. Wow, very sexy church. But the word sons is chosen because of our heavenly inheritance. We are meant to inherit heaven as sons of God. We are princes meant to inherit heaven. And sometimes we forget this. Today, St. Paul reminds us as well. St. Paul very often he writes. He addresses the people that he writes to as saints. I don't think St. Paul is addressing the dead people. He is addressing the living people that he addressed his letters to. And he calls them saints. Because that is what we are meant to be. We are meant to be children of God. And sometimes, like I said, we forget that when our earthly pilgrimage is over, we are all meant to spend our eternity with our Father in heaven. Do we dare to dream, brothers and sisters? Do we dare to even think about this? Many of us, we dare not. That is why we think that we are only sinners, that we live like sinners. But if we dare to remember that we are meant for heaven, that we are saints, then we will live like people meant for heaven. We will live saintly lives. And this is what we are celebrating today. Not just the multitude who are in heaven. Of course, they are already in heaven. Actually, whatever we do cannot make them any better. They are already with Jesus. They have already attained the completion of their life, the fullness of joy in God's presence. What we are remembering today is our heavenly inheritance and asking them. If you did not pay attention to the opening prayer, we are asking them to pray for us. Because when they have everything that they need, what do they want? They want us, who are still on our pilgrim journey on this earth, to be with them in heaven. The greatest of the saints, the queen of the saints, Mother Mary, she only has one goal: to bring us closer to Jesus. For what? So that we can also have our heavenly inheritance, to be with Jesus, to be with His Father, to be reunited once our earthly pilgrimage is over. Do we dare to think of this? We should. We should. Those who have come for weekday mass this week, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, when we read, St. Paul tells us, nothing can separate us from the love of God. Nothing can separate us from the love of God. God created us to share heaven with us. Do we dare to believe? This is the reminder that we have. This is the reminder that the church wants us to know. This is the reminder that the church is celebrating today. The solemnity of all saints. The saints that have passed. The saints, the present, and the future to come. Brothers and sisters, today as we give thanks to God for this gift, the people that have gone before us to heaven, the saints who are praying for us, let us also remember that we, you and I, we are all meant for heaven to be saints, to experience the heavenly life in the presence of God, our Father, whose love nothing can separate us